Okay. So I just recorded. Can I do this? Can I make this properly? I just recorded a tarot video. Or it's not tarot. It's technically oracle, but for the simpletons, I call it tarot or whatever. Divination, I guess, whatever. And I don't know. I'm mostly just recording this to kind of document where I'm at emotionally right now, because I'm in a very I'm not feeling that great right now. I'm you know what I mean. And usually when I'm feeling like this, hopefully the wind is not an issue. Usually when I'm feeling like this, I have a tendency to withdraw and to retreat into myself. You can probably find different videos of me being low energy, being emotional, or whatever. But generally, I try to stay away from being present when I'm I try to be present with myself. But yeah, right now it's October right now. I'll probably end up posting this in December because of the way that I've been posting. But right now I'm really kind of going through it emotionally. And I know exactly why. I know what's happening, and I'm very aware of what's happening. But it's still, awareness doesn't necessarily make the pain go away. It just makes it a little bit, tiny bit easier to bear. Or at least it gives you clarity to be able to navigate. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily pulling cards. I just have them in my hand. But yeah, because I don't know. I've always been the type of person to kind of look for solutions to things and look for a resolve. And I don't know, in the last couple of years, I've learned that a lot of people don't necessarily operate that way. A lot of people would rather just sit in dysfunction, would rather just, and it's no judgment, no shame, whatever. It is what it is. But I'm not like that. And I'm low-key surrounded by people who are like that, who are just and I don't like it. I don't love it. And I don't know, I've been doing little things here and there to find my way out, but it's a lot, and I have this one friend, or boyfriend, or whatever, I don't know, whatever we call it, that I'm really kind of over this situation. Obviously I care about him, I want the best for him, whatever, but I don't know, I don't know, I just feel like this person is very incapable of being super duper honest with themselves. I feel like there's cognitive dissonance with this person, and that's fine if it doesn't affect me. I mean, it's not fine. I don't want to watch somebody I care about be disconnected from themselves. But it's in a sense, it would be okay if I could just watch from a distance and not be affected. But it's it does affect me, and it's very frustrating. And it's one of those moments where I know the answer, the answer, right? But it's just doing it is another thing. And I feel like I've been saying this a lot. It's so easy to say, I need to quit smoking, I need to get better friends, I need to X, Y, and Z. It's so easy to say that you need to do X, Y, and Z, but then it's such another thing to actually do it. Once again, I hope the audio is okay because the wind is starting to pick up, but it's definitely another thing to actually do it. And I feel like empathy is lost on a lot of people because it's this is what I think I would do in the situation, but you never really know until you're in the situation. You never really know how you would feel until it actually happens, whether it's love, whether it's money, whatever it is, because people love to say, oh yeah, if I had a bunch of money, if I would do X, Y, and Z, but it's are you sure? Is that your pride talking? You know what I mean? Because it's an energy thing, everything's connected. I feel like it's been more of a thing recently in the last year or so, last couple of years, for people in finance to talk about the nervous system. But the nervous system is a really important aspect of life. It's literally how we process information and how we you know what I mean? And if your nervous system is dysregulated, it's really hard to make rational and balanced decisions. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are living out of dysregulated nervous systems. You know what I mean? And once again, it's no judgment, it's no shame in saying that. It just is what it is. A lot of people are living in survival mode and are making decisions out of survival mode, and it can be very difficult when you're not living in survival mode to deal with people who are living in survival mode. But I don't know where I was going with that. There's a lot of like I'm tuned into a lot of what's going on around me because I'm out of my comfort zone right here, right now, and so I'm like tuned into like a lot of the voices and sounds around me. And I'm like, you know, so, but like I don't know. One second. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I tuned in to kind of get a little bit of a redirection, but I don't know what else to say. So, if nothing else from this, I hope you know whatever you're going through is temporary. Miracles happen all the freaking time. Stay balanced, stay grounded, keep living out in this thing right here, you know? And it's gonna be okay. It'll be alright. And if not, we all die at the end, you know? So, keep your head up. Deuces.